All right. We're broadcasting the images live, so whenever you guys want to start talking. Yeah. So you're on mute, so if I hold this down, you're going to be open mic. Open mic. We're live.
Welcome to Brazilian Arena. And today's Metro West border battle is visiting Jaguars take on your stars of the Academy of Holy Angels. Lineups for today's game. First for the visiting Jaguars, in goal number 40, Managa. Playing defense number 4, Adeline Nancy. And defensive partner number 5, Annabelle Vinton. We are signed number 31, Taylor Keith. Owens, number 13, Layla Perry. And 7, Ellie Moore. And now for your starters from the Academy of Holy Angels, in the pipes, number 30, Adriana Zembro. Your department of defense, number 24, Melissa Biltz. And her partner, number 47, Elsie Auburn. Your forward line, number 4, Ella James. Number 12, CJ Bacon. And number 16, Natalie Lemire. Good game, ladies, and let's play hockey.
Welcome, Jefferson Jaguar fans. We're bringing you live from the Victory Ice Arena this October on an icy Saturday afternoon before Christmas between the Jefferson Jaguar JV team as well as the Academy of Holy Angel Stars JV team. I'm John Rash. I'll be joined in the Jason Newton, who is a special guest in this series. We have the head coach of the Jefferson varsity team.
To start, I'm blessed to be sitting by the great John Rash with the comment that was giving a little bit of color. This is always fun and a blast. And this will be a great afternoon tilt leading up to the Christmas holiday, and we're really looking forward to a great 2 games today.
Well, I know you're at all of these games, and of course the JV games here as well. Checking out the upcoming Jaguar.
Got a text from Deb that said they can't hear John.
Can't hear either one, right?
I'll take the camera if you want.
14 minutes, 15 seconds remaining here. First, covered by the Jaguar goalie, or by the shot there for the Jaguars here. However, could be the microphone unlocked here and they pick him up. Well, it's in the neutral zone. No, we just see the fair one.
You want to take this camera ahead? Yeah.
That might do this with the partner.
Working on technical difficulties here, trying to get the microphones to work. It may be that it's only this mic picking up right now.
fill-in announcer here until we get the mics worked out. Holy Angels shot right on goal. Big save there by Annika Bjorklund, sliding through, picked up by Moore. She'll get it out to Perry. Perry over the red line. Coming into the offensive zone. Backhand looking for Moore in the crease. Puck in the corner. Yeah, that's what's going on, guys. It's only this microphone that's working. So Holy Angels now brings it in. We've got Jason Knudsen working on the audio issue here. We'll try to get to John Rash and Mark Johnson as soon as we can. In the meantime, Holy Angels swatting at the puck. Jaguars work it out. Picked up there by DeVos. So carry in. Poke checked off for a stick. Thanks to Deb Rash for the heads up on the audio difficulties. We're working through it. We've had a tough stretch here with some technical difficulties, but play now in the Jaguars' defensive end. Trying to do both here so that the camera may not always match where the puck is. Scoreless, 12 minutes to go here in the first period. Jaguars in over the line now. It's Towie. She'll drive it low. Picked up by Holy Angels. They'll come out the other side.
Welcome back, Jaguar fans. John Rash, joined by 11:13 remaining here in the first. Have an icing that's being called in this scoreless game between the Jefferson Jaguar JV team and the Academy Holy Angels Stars JV team here. Apologies for the technical difficulties, and thanks to our friend and colleague Kurt Krenz, who not only is working the camera but was announcing during that stretch when we were trying to get the mics going. So hopefully everything is working here. And Coach, so far, 2 shots by the Jags, puck down there in the offensive zone. But here come the Academy of Holy Angels Stars, looking to bring it into their offensive zone there. They dump it down deep, no icing called here. Jaguars looking for a clear. Layla Perry takes the puck. Nice pass up to Allie Moore, looking for her signature speed. She brings it somewhat past the Stars defender, allows a change for the Jaguars and allows a centering pass, but that gets intercepted by the Stars. Stars in all white here, coming back down into their offensive zone, but intercepted by Layla Perry, who's flanked by Taylor Keith at center, Allie Moore, right wing, and looks like we may have an offside here. So,
oh no, offside? No, that's a too many on the Holy Angels team. They tried to sneak another one out there, and that's the ref was right on the spot and got it called. Too many girls on the ice. And
take us behind that, Coach. How hard is it as a coach to make sure that doesn't happen, but also that you have coverage as someone's coming off the ice?
Well, that's a very tricky one because during the game you get about a 4 to 5 lenience, and if the puck's on the other side of the ice, you get about 6 to 8 feet. But when the puck goes right in front of the bench like it did, they'll call that right away, and the puck is right in the mess, and it happens. You get up, and you're so used to getting a little quick start, and you want to get out, you're eager to get out there, and boom, all of a sudden it's right by the bench, and you just not much you can do about it, and it's tough sometimes.
And the players, of course, are monitoring that and are quite good at it.
Yeah.
As a coach, is it difficult for you to keep an eye on it because that's something that you're watching the overall play develop here?
Well, we yell it, hey,
Okay.
hope, but all of a sudden you just can't predict that puck. All of a sudden in 1 second, all of a sudden ending up in front of your bench, and you go, oh boy, yep, it happens. Yeah. So it happens in both teams.
Like. Yep.
It happens in the NHL. You see it, and they're right there, and they have a 20-foot lead. So. Yeah, they got about 20 feet, but anyhow, long story longer, it happens, and it's an unfortunate situation, and there we go. Oh, another shot.
But good offensive pressure here by the Jaguars, who are on the power play. 51 seconds remaining on that power play. Puck being cycled around, brought to Jensig de la Luz. Gets down deep as it eludes defender, and 2 nice shots at it by Layla Perry, and the net certainly rippled, but that's because it went over the net, hit the back of the net. Referee accurately called that, but good offensive pressure there, Coach.
Yeah, it was. It was a great pass out to the point to Janzig. Janzig sends it down to Allie Moore, and she sees Layla porched right in front with her stick on the ice, so she gave the puck to her, and we got a couple shots and almost a goal there. It was a great play.
Indeed. Jaguars showing some patience there as well in terms of setting it up here, and they'll try to do the same thing here as Mendel pushes it up down low, and Jaguars Taylor Keith in the corner in a little bit of a scrum, but is able to get a pass back to Mendel. Over to the middle, we're going to have a shot by Lainey Schramm that's deflected over the net here. And Lainey Schramm giving chase, showing good hustle out here on this power play where 10 seconds remain. Another shot on goal, but the Stars goaltender is able to stop it. Yet another one. She's not going to cover it. And now we are at even strength here. Coming out of the box.
Right there, that could have been called again.
Indeed. Really nice hustle by Mendel right there, and back checking in terms of catching up to that streaking freed from the penalty box Holy Angel Star, avoiding a clean breakaway here, and Jaguars looking to get a clear, and it looks like we're going to have another power play here.
Another power play here, yep.
Yeah, because
when you're hustling and you're moving your feet, they'll have to pull you over, and that's what happened. A hooking penalty on Layla Perry there, and she, moving her feet, they had to pull her down.
And Coach, I would imagine that almost all hooking penalties are you're behind and you're trying to catch up, and this is your last act that you can use, and sometimes they're called, sometimes they're not. That time it was. Jags on the power play, looking to get on the scoreboard here. 7:53 remaining here in the first. Nice clear by Holy Angels, given chase by Corin Feldman. She's able to kick it out, but intercepted by a Star here. The Stars are shorthanded, but playing well deep in their offensive zone. But now Jaguars regaining control of the puck. Tawi will take it down. She drops it back for Marshall. Marshall brings it to the line, takes it in the offensive zone, and her forwards drop back and play defense very effectively there. Jags still on the power play for 1:22 in this scoreless game. They have 4 shots in the Stars have 2 shots here. They maintain puck possession, but now it's dumped deep and given chase by Zoe Marshall here, who is going to win the race, but the puck squirts away from her, gets in the corner, but some good back checking brings the puck to the Jaguars' hands. A nice glove save there, kind of kicked away with the glove by Annika Bjorklund, brought into the neutral zone here. We have 48 seconds remaining in the power play here. Jags are able to change out a few players. They have Tyus and Perry and Moore out there as forwards. Perry looking for Moore as she picks it up deep in her defensive zone. We could have a tripping. We're going to have a tripping here, Coach.
Yeah, we got another one.
For 27 seconds.
Here's another great situation. We're already up a girl, and sometimes we if we can get them the puck right away, we've got a longer 5-on-3. And a lot of excitement goes on, but we try and preach that, hey, give them the puck, and get a little more time. But here they got the puck right away. We're off 5-on-3. This is going to be good. They're going to set this up, and looks like they got their big unit out, so this will be exciting.
Coach, in practice, I know you practice, special, either power plays or penalty kills a lot. How often do you practice 5-on-3s? Because they certainly do happen, not as often as power plays.
Not as often. But we will set it up. We'll talk through a little bit more about getting a little bit tighter, and we explain, it's the same power play, but getting a little tighter, getting a little more quicker, and find that girl in front of the net.
So with that tripping penalty, we now have 15 seconds where it's still a 5-on-3. Jaguars bringing in the offensive zone. Dropped off to Perry. Perry gets a shot off, but it's deflected. Goes behind the net. But picked up by the Jags, who would maintain possession. Brought us a centering pass, but hits some traffic in front. Nice play by Mendel, keeping it deep. Here comes Perry with the puck. She brings it to Mendel. It's now a 5-on-4 power play because the first one has expired. Very nice save there by the Holy Angels goalie, number 30, Adriana Zabro, who is a 10th grader. So far, she has stopped 5 shots, and Annika Bjorklund has stopped 3. Still a scoreless game here, 5:49.
Yeah, that was good extra effort by Kayleen to get over there and keep that puck in zone and move it down. We got a couple shots out of it from Schramm, and nice shot on net. There's another one by Schramm.
And a nice face-off win by Elise Tyus there as well.
Yes.
Puck stays in the offensive zone, picked up by Schramm, who brings it to the corner, puts it in front. Schramm gives chase. She has Ella first on the blue line, but Holy Angels is able to get it cleared. Mendel moves back here. Jags will try to set up again. A full minute remaining here in their power play, but need to get it out of their defensive zone first here. Puck sent around the end board into the neutral zone here. Elise Tyus gives chase and does a good job of it, because now Jags have 3. They have numbers versus 2, but puck is deflected and the goalie does not have to make a stop here. Sent in the corner, Lainey Schramm gives chase. She looks to connect with Towie in front, and almost a tip there. Jags maintaining puck possession, but a pass too far, goes all the way down. Jags will have to set up again, but not changing any of their players. 22 seconds remaining in the power play, and here comes Tyus. This won't be icing because it touched a Holy Angel Stars stick there, and Towie looking to get control of it here. Is set back to Janzig de la Luz, to her blue line partner, Lindman. Put in the corner here. Stars go back to full strength here. So it's now 5-on-5, and as often happens after a penalty, the Stars looking to break out here, and Jaguars looking for a little bit of a change. Perry picks it up, looking to get a clear, but kept in effectively by the Stars. Brought all the way down. Lindman will give it a shot here. She gets it to Perry. Perry puts it to Moore. Moore puts on the Jets, looking to get around a couple defenders here. She tries to center it for Taylor Keith, but can't get a stick on it here. Puck back to Janzig de la Luz on the blue line here. Stars are able to clear, bring it in the neutral zone, but Lindman able to pick it up, get it to Allie Moore, gets back into the offensive zone. 3:37 remaining here in the first period. Stars looking to break out, and they're looking to organize here. Some good stick handling by them, but puck goes wide of the net. Picked up by Janzig de la Luz, brought to Moore. She's going to be looking for a cross-ice pass, but it gets intercepted there. It's saved by Bjorklund. She pushes it forward, controls the rebound effectively. Puck brought into the offensive zone. We're going to get all 5 changed. That line was out there a while, Coach.
Yeah, they were. They had some pressure, good pressure going, and then they did the smart thing, got it deep, and then got all 5 off.
And Coach, I would imagine, certainly at sometimes you got to call for a line change, but most players probably have a pretty good sense of when they need to get on and when they need to get off.
Yes, they do. They if you can get one, you get 4 of them off. One's forecheck, and the other 4 come on, and then on the way back, you get that other one change, and then it works pretty good if we can roll 3 lines back and forth, boom, boom, boom. It's really it can make it for a fun game.
Stars trying to put their own pressure on here.
But 3-on-2.
Yeah, this is Jaguars have numbers, taken down, looking for it all the way down here. Oh, effectively handled by the goalie there. Well handled by Megan DeVos, but at the very end, the goalie with a nice poke check. We're going to have a face-off in the corner here, but we may be having also
we have a
slashing
penalty on Megan. I don't know if the FC's or whatever air rights, but I may not agree with that call too much. I hope we don't get thrown off Facebook here, but
no way.
I'm not going to argue from up here other than my comment.
That's part of announcing, and if they throw you out, they throw me out too, because I didn't see it either. They were in the corner.
I saw it.
There was kind of a scrum, but it certainly didn't seem like a slash.
No, that didn't warrant a 2 minutes in the sin bin.
No,
so
not
it did
at all. But the Jags, even though
we'll get a shorty now.
Skater short, exactly. But I tried to shot here. And,
we have 5 on the ice. Oh, it's a 5 on. Oh, they took both teams. I'm sorry. Excuse me. They put both players, Coach. Or John.
We were watching our player move out, and we were talking about it being a scrum there, and evidently that's the way that the referees saw it there. And they
I'm mistaken.
Yeah.
We did take both. So
okay,
so
we did take both. So we remain 5-on-5 here. And Jaguars have it in the offensive zone here. It's brought to Moore on the corner. She has a nice sharp shot, but handled well by the sophomore goalie. The Holy Angels looking to break it out here. We'll hear for the announcement here. Hooking. Okay, hooking on the Holy Angels star and slashing on Megan here. They'll both be in the box until there's an appropriate whistle with the time, but it remains 5-on-5. Minute 39 here remaining in the first period here. Lainey Shrem getting the handle on the puck, looking to bring it out. She's able to find Moore, who's able to find Keith, and she's got Perry up there, but Keith brings it down deep. Definitely a change needed, and so Moore and Keith come off the ice. Tyus and First join the ice here. Jags will try to keep it in their offensive zone, and indeed they do. Nice play by Ella First, who's able to pick up the puck there. She brings it behind the net. She is trailed by Tyus, and we have another whistle down here in the corner, and it looks like we got a hook here, Coach. So, and based on where it happened, one would assume it's going to be against Holy Angels. It indeed is. So this time we will have a power play with a minute 7.
Yeah,
2 minutes for hooking, and there's kind of a corner here, just for our viewers, where it's hard for us to see clearly, but you could see that the Holy Angel star was trying to catch up to her, and again, that's
from
where
behind. Yep, and then that's what happens. Yeah. So. Here's a great opportunity going to the period up 1-0 here. We capitalize and get some shots.
So brought back to Jansen Gillaluz on the blue line.
Oh, that's a nice shot from the point.
Really, that's absolutely kind of a seeing eye shot there.
That's what you're looking for. Something nice and low and on the ice, and look for rebounds.
So rebound created, and still controlled here by the Jaguars, passing it effectively around to each other from First to Linden, back to First.
That's in.
To Jansen Gillaluz. Boy, that was close. Those are two really nice shots by Jansen Gillaluz.
Yes, she's been getting that shot off, which is very important.
Yeah, no doubt about it. A clear by Holy Angels. They'll look to change a couple of their skaters. 20 seconds remaining here in the first. A minute 10 remaining in the Jaguar power play. And Jags will try to take one more rush down here. Puck gets to Elise Tyus.
We might be able to get a shot.
7 seconds remaining.
Oh, we got a shot. I didn't think that was nice. Another
nice.
one.
And here's more.
Allie Moore with a rifle from the point.
And that makes the shots 11-5 after one period. But we have a scoreless first period. Looks like we're not going to have the ice cleared here, so they'll have a couple of minutes to kind of regroup. Hey, Coach, before you leave, I know you got to get together with your varsity team here. There's some banners hanging in here from Richfield High School, and I think you might have some particular knowledge about one of them. So tell us about the 1986 team.
1986. That was. This is a home game for me, pretty much. I grew up in this rink. 86 was when we went as a Section 6 champs and went to the state tournament in 1986. We beat the number 1 team, Edina, and the number 2 team, Minnetonka, to go to at the Met Center, if you remember the old Met Center. 18,000 people in the stadium. I tell you, section hockey is one of the best, and to have that trip to the state was. We still meet. I just met with 7 of the guys on our team last Sunday morning for a little breakfast and talking about hockey and the state tournament. And I tell you, the memories here, to have a banner is amazing. That was, we talk about team play, and that was one team that that was a group of 18, 20 guys that all worked hard together and always did things together, and that was our season. So it was amazing. We had an amazing team, amazing coaching staff, and it was just a lot of fun.
And here we are nearly 40 years later, and you're still getting together with the guys on the team, which is wonderful, and shows you how hockey builds friendships, and that can be lifelong. So thank you so much for sharing that with us.
Well, thank you. Yeah, you mentioned 40. We're just, it's crazy to think 40 years, but I'll tell you,
I bet those details come right back.
We know every shift, we know every detail, but I'll tell you, it's really been a pleasure to sit next side by side with you, John. You are truly a a leader in all the things you do, and I really thank you so much for everything.
Well, that's quite kind of you. I appreciate it. Yourself as well. Merry Christmas to you and yours, and good luck today, because I know this is always a big game every year, but particularly this year, as we got a good shot at them. So good luck in the varsity game.
Thank you very much. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Thank you. Back here in the second period here.
Thanks,
Jaguars
Coach.
still on the power play. 44 seconds remaining as they try to organize. They're in their offensive zone. Puck is kicked out to mid-ice here, chased by Mendel. They'll try to set up again. They got a full half minute remaining in the power play here. Picked up by Megan in the center. Nice sharp shot. Goes into the gut of the 10th grade Stars goaltender. We'll have a face-off to her left, and I'm rejoined here by Jason Knudsen. Jason, thank you. What'd you see in the first? And we're looking for a lot in the second, especially still on the power play.
Absolutely. So running the camera in the first there while Coach Mark was talking with you, it's been a lot of back and forth. That camera's going up and down the ice, and that's a lot for the players too, right? A lot of skating, a lot of back and forth, good switching, getting fresh legs out there and everything, and a lot of penalties. We don't see a lot of penalties in games, and we saw a lot in the
usually
first period.
tight. Yeah. And speaking of penalties, this one on the Stars expires here. They're back to full strength here. So we're going to, we had an icing call right as time expired on that penalty. We'll go down and have a face-off here to Annika Bjorklund's right. 14 minutes remaining here in the second period. The Jags, Jason, have been out shooting them 12-5, so they've had a lot of offensive zone time.
Yeah, and a lot of good shots too. I mean, we've seen a lot of defensive shots, and the goalie so far has been able to stop everything, but I think it's just a matter of time before we put something in.
Nice stop on a relatively soft shot, but you had to view the whole thing and watch it, as Annika did very well. Kept her eyes completely on the puck there, but another face-off right to her right. Just 8 seconds expired from the last time. The Stars control the face-off here as they try to keep it in their offensive zone. Elise Tyus gives chase and intercepts the puck behind the net. She's looking up there to try to connect with Towie, who does indeed get the puck, brings it to the neutral zone. Stars intercept. They'll bring it back down deep, and giving chase again is Tyus as well as Feldman. Jags looking to try to get a change here, and we have Towie moving down and first on her right, and Towie brings it down. Nice centering pass. Really good teamwork right there.
Just deflected off the stick there and went high.
Indeed, and right off of first stick into the goalie stick and went over the net there at that point. But well played. It'll force a face-off here with 13:18 remaining here in the second. Jason, that was a really nicely set up play.
It was a nice setup play. Did not get credit for shot on that goal, but yeah, Jaguars are doing a great job of working the puck down the ice and passing, looking for their open players.
And speaking of shots on goal, another one, that time from the point from Janzi de la Luz, who Coach Johnson had noted had 2 really good ones at the end of this first period there. So that's her third good one, but none of them have been able to get past so far. Here's Taylor Keith looking for her line mates, spinning around, finds Allie Moore, who brings it behind the net. She passes it forward to Janzi de la Luz. Another nice shot, but that hits some traffic in front. Stars are able to get it, and yet that's intercepted by Lindman there. Back to the Stars, who dump it down deep, but no icing because it was past the red line. Picked up by Janzig de la Luz, picked up by Perry, who's able to get it clear. She brings it forward for Taylor Keith, and Taylor muscles it into the offensive zone, gives chase on a good forecheck there. Puck rings around here. It's going to get to Lindman. She's going to take a shot, goes a little bit wide left in the net. Janzi de la Luz will try to put it on. Nice under Perry's skate, and here comes Lindman with a nice sharp shot. Blocker save. Boy, this Holy Angels goaltender today, Zebro, has been playing really, really well. She's made 14 saves so far, 6 for Annika Bjorklund, who's been perfect as well. 0-0 game here, 12 minutes remaining here in the second. Lindman picks up the puck at the red line. Stars looking to intercept, but it gets past the Stars. A little bit of back and forth here. Jaguars looking to change at least a couple to 3 of their forwards here. And puck right back to Janzig de la Luz. We're going to have Towie, who picks it up. She brings it over to first. First brings it to DeVos. Nice shot by DeVos. Can't
Almost a 5-hole there.
Absolutely,
Right.
yeah. And Zebro has played well. Struggled with it a little bit, but she was able to get the clear there. But the Stars are unable to clear it out of their zone. They finally do. Mendel picks it up at the blue line. She pushes it right back to make the Stars have to tag up here, but they don't do that successfully by about a foot. And we're going to get a face-off just outside of the Jaguars' defensive zone here.
Both teams are putting on heavy pressure nonstop. There's not a lot of open time with that puck. You got to make quick decisions and look for your open players.
Indeed, and it's led to some good offensive opportunities, but both goalies have played very, very well. But certainly more shots on Zebro, the Stars defender or goaltender. She has 16 saves, but Annika Bjorklund has her 6 and has played really well and kept Holy Angels off the scoreboard as well. Here's the Stars. Mendel picks it up. She tries to get a clear, but here come the Stars with a very good chance. They're able to get a nice sharp shot past Annika Bjorklund on that turnover there. So we have a 1-0 Holy Angels lead. 10:42 remaining here in the second. So not much Annika could do with that, and the Stars will be able to take the lead. And Jason, the Jaguars will just try to regroup here and keep on the offensive pressure.
That puck opened up, got loose in front of the net, and the Holy Angels capitalized on it immediately.
So first goal of the game at 10:38 remaining in the second period here. Holy Angels 1, Jefferson nothing here. Jaguars looking to get on the board, 16 shots already, and they're looking to keep the pressure on. Got a tag up here. They do. Allie Moore gives chase down deep at the end wall. Really good play by her. She ties up the puck. She's over there helped by her mate, Layla Perry. And here is Moore, who brings it up front. And puck squirts past the blue line. Marshall gives chase. Nice play by Marshall, turning around and able to punch it out there. So, but a play comes back into the neutral zone. Here come the Stars looking to create an offensive opportunity. Puck kicks back to them on the blue line here, but now intercepted by Bloomington, who sends it down deep. Looks like we're going to get an icing call on the Jaguars. Opportunity for the Jaguars to change skaters here. 9:43 remaining. And Jay, we often talk about how the Jags have fewer players on the bench and can get, particularly fatigued in the second, but it seems about even in terms of the number of players each team has suited up for this game.
Bench are equal, so we should see equal play hopefully out of them with third period coming up here shortly.
Puck brought onto the net there, handled by Zebro, the Holy Angels goaltender. Janza De La Luz with a nice shot. Boy, that's one of many she's had. Looking for a tip, unable to get one, but the Jags still have it down deep here. But Holy Angels looking for a clear. First given chase here, and now Janzik De La Luz punches it up there. Holy Angels is going to have to tag up here. Janzik De La Luz, nice use of the boards there. Gets it to Tawi in the middle. She's flanked by First, and perhaps looking for some help. Drops it back to Lindman. Nice sharp shot, but another nice save by Zebro. That's the 18th shot by the Jaguars. Nothing to show for it yet. 1-0 lead here by Holy Angels.
Jefferson continues to pressure with all the good shots that they have, and good teamwork, passing that puck around.
Wow, Lindman with a nice shot there, and maybe you heard that on the broadcast. That clearly hit the pipe, got past the goaltender. Closest we've come to a goal right there. Then another offensive opportunity. Here come the Stars, though, on the changeover. They get a shot onto Annika Bjorklund. She fields it, pushes the rebound forward, and now it's intercepted again by Holy Angels, and they put a shot on. Annika Bjorklund smartly covers it. That allows probably for some change here. We'll have Elise Tyus and Lainey Schramm and Allie Moore and Kylene Mendel join the ice there. One remaining Jag that stays out looks to be Layla Perry. Jags looking to get a clear here, picked up by Lainey Schramm behind the net here. She passes it forward. More pressure lately from Holy Angels is tilting the ice a little bit more back in their favor here. But here comes Layla Perry with some speed, giving chase, picks up the puck, kicks it back, gets good control of it, shows good patience, tries to put it on net, but it gets intercepted by the Stars. Stars looking for their own breakout here. Good back checking by Moore, and Tyus brings it to the corner. Mendel will go to the corner herself. This is the kind of the blind corner, Jay, where we can't see that well from where we're broadcasting, but no penalties coming out of that scrum. There had been several in the first period. Puck back to Moore, who is going to bring it out, get a nice clear, and then puts on some speed, tries to get control of it, and it eventually gets to Layla Perry in the middle here, a little bit out of Moore's reach, and I think we're going to have a hooking call. And Jay, as we were talking about this with Coach Johnson, the Stars defender was behind the play, and that's usually kind of a desperation measure, sometimes wise because it can avoid a direct shot, but that's what happened. Jaguars go back on the power play.
Definitely a tight called game today. These referees are not letting them get away with that kind of penalty, and it's good, right?
That'll be something we'll have to look for in varsity if they call it tight too.
Yep.
Seeing eye shot there by Lindman, hits the puck, gets up the stick of Zebro. Another save, her 21st here. Puck goes all the way down. Given chase here by Lindman. Lindman brings it behind the net. She's able to get it forward to First. First looking at Tyus and Towie as her line mates. First does bring it in. She brings it back to Towie. She brings it around the corner looking to set up. She brings it behind the net. She's got Lindman on the blue line there. But brings it forward, tries a backhand. Really good scrum there. Nice effort by Elise Tyus to tip it in, but a terrific effort by Zebro, the Holy Angels goalie, who was congratulated by her defenseman back there. Yeah, absolutely.
Jefferson,
not just for that save, for the whole game, yeah.
Well, Jefferson was patient, right? They brought it behind the net. They waited for players to get set up in front of the net, and when it was time, they centered it, but...
I think that patience was great because they got a very, very good shot. That was another great opportunity. One of these, one would think, is going to pop in here. Given chase here by Schramm, who has it on the blue line, but it kicks out by an aggressive forecheck by Holy Angels here. Schramm brings it in, though. She's able to get it to Allie Moore, who's able to kick it out. She kicks it to Perry on the wall. Jags a little bit hemmed in, even though they have the skater advantage here. Now a little bit more room. Sent all the way cross ice here to Mendel, who brings it to Moore in the middle. She's going to get a nice shot and a goal. There you go.
That's what we're looking for.
Boy, that's a big celebration there by the Jaguars. That's what happens after 24 shots and being stymied there. Just terrific. A very excited Jaguar bench right here. Jaguars tie it 1-1 with the Holy Angels Stars. 6:17 remaining in the second.
That shot sailed in right over the goalie's left shoulder, and there was a lot of traffic out front, so I'm sure she had trouble tracking it.
Jay, you mentioned how patient they were. They were on that shot as well. Brought it down, even though, as I mentioned, they were getting kind of penned in there, but they finally got it out, created some space and some time, and used it effectively. And here's Moore again, as she's once again on the same wall, but Mendel's there to pick it up there. Now, of course, it's 5-on-5. And another shot in the goal by Layla Perry.
Yes.
Just seconds afterwards there. So 5:57 remaining here. And the same type of shot, a nice high one that seemingly went over the goaltender's shoulder there. Very nice shot by Layla Perry.
She's very excited. This team is jazzed up now. They're all excited.
It's noticeable. And Jason, this is the one rink where we broadcast right behind the bench. And of course, we can usually see it from the other side when we're at the Bloomington Ice Garden or other rinks. But the excitement is just infectious on the bench. And this is a very fired up Jaguar team. Suddenly with 2 goals within about 30 seconds here. But here come the Stars. Puck is given chase here by Taylor Keith. Good hustle and back checking by her. She brings it behind the net here. She brings it forward to Towie. Towie kicks it up to First. And here comes First, looking for another opportunity. Trailed by Keith. Nice pass to Keith. Keith tries to get it on net. Slightly goes wide right here. So Allie Moore with that goal. And Mendel and Perry, I believe, they gave assists on that goal as well. So
I always like to see Taylor Keith's speed. She's up and back and down the ice with no problem, and she's in the plays all the time.
goal. Oh,
That's a goal.
all right. That looked like a goal by Zoe Marshall there. It kicked out. The team almost began to celebrate. And then the rebound picked up by Allie Moore because they ruled that it had been kicked out. But Allie Moore, alert Allie, kicked it in right, punched it in right there. And Jaguars take a 3-1 lead. That's about the quickest 3 goals, Jay, we've seen all season by this Jefferson JV team here.
That turned around rapidly after uneventful first period and most of the second period.
Well, we were talking about it, Jason. They just kept putting pressure on and kept playing well and also having patience here. Boy, you see a lot of speed in their step, too. A big credit on that 3rd goal there to number 34, not Carlo Johnson, but number 33 is what I meant to say, Zoe Marshall. So Marshall and Perry get assists there, and just a terrific job. Marshall had the initial shot that looked like it went in, and in fact, you had a few sticks raised by the Jaguars, but Moore was able to punch in the rebound when they ruled it hadn't gone in yet. So good refereeing there. That was probably a good call, but the Jaguars got the goal. 4:09 remaining here in the first. Jags still looking to put on the pressure, tying it up in the corner there, centering pass. Stars unable to clear here. Here's Lindman kicking it to Janzig de la Luz, who, as we've mentioned, has had several good shots today here. She gets it back, but puck squirts by her. But her line defensive partner is able to pick it up there, get it deep into the zone, allow for a change here by the Jags and for at least a couple of their players. Janzig de la Luz still on the ice and hits in traffic in front. Jaguars looking to try to get a shot directly on. Allie brings it forward here, and a nice direct shot there. Good save by Zembo, the goalie here. And we might have a penalty coming up here. Annika Bjorklund skating off the ice. Penalty coming against Holy Angels, and we're going to go back on the power play here with 3:20 remaining.
I wasn't counting the penalties, but we got to be up to ice wide, maybe 8 penalties now.
Yeah, combined. Yeah,
in
absolutely.
2 periods.
Yeah, and
Combined.
Yeah, it's as is often the case, it's
7.
highly likely, Jason, that these will be the same referees for the varsity game. So
Yeah.
I'm sure Coach Johnson, as well as the Holy Angels coaches, are watching this, saying, "Watch out, because
Watch
these
your
guys call it
penalties."
tight here." Yeah, so
We're not
Holy
going to get
Angels
away with
looking for a
much.
clear, but kept in by first there. Lindman gives chase. It eventually does get a clear there. First skates back fast to avoid a shorthanded opportunity by Holy Angels here. She kicks it forward to Towie. She's got Lindman in the center. Lindman brings it in. She's onside. She's looking to get a shot or a centering pass. Really nice centering pass, but Tyus' stick was lifted, so she couldn't get the shot off. A nice clear there by Holy Angels. Stars give chase, but Jaguars are able to get a clear. Here come the Stars in the offensive zone, shorthanded, and they are chased there into the corner. Again, the corner we can't always see that well here, but it looks like Lindman is down there and Allie Moore as well. Moore comes out with the puck. She brings it past into the neutral zone, but again, clear back into the defensive zone. Jaguars looking to organize here on this power play and get into the situation where they were before, where they can show their patience and perform terrifically. So just as we were joined by special guests in the first period with Coach Johnson, we're going to be joined by 2 Jaguar co-captains here. Kara Krenz, terrific defenseman, number 6, as well as Sarah Rash, number 50, the goalie as well. And Kara, what are you seeing so far out of this game?
I'm seeing JV, they brought the energy, they're working hard, and they're really in it, and don't expect anything different from varsity. Let's go, Jags!
So that's the 2 co-captains there, Kara Krenz, Sarah Rash, feeding off of that energy, which indeed we have seen Jason on the bench and on the ice here. Minute 24 remaining here. Jaguars with the 3-1 lead with the lightning strike of 3 goals there. So here comes Taylor Keith taking it in. She's flanked by Moore, drops the puck back to Perry. Keith and back by the end wall, brings it to Moore on the corner there. Puck gets by Mendel. Here comes Holy Angels with numbers, a 2-on-1, potential 3-on-1, but a terrific glove save by Annika Bjorklund right there, who read it all the way, had a good angle, guided the glove, or puck into her glove there, but she'll face a face-off to her right with less than a minute remaining, 59.6 seconds.
Annika had no problem picking that puck up and just loved it right away and shut down the opportunity there for him.
He's had a very strong game, as of course is the Holy Angels goaltender, but we definitively lead in shots now, 30-9, especially after that 3-goal flurry there. Holy Angels looking to get it into their offensive zone. They dump it down deep. It's given chase by Elise Tyus. She's looking for Towie on the corner to try to clear. Towie gets control of it, is able to bring it out, and a nice foot pass to first, but good back checking by the Holy Angels star forward, able to clear it. Still back now into the offensive zone for Jags. And here's Elise Tyus with an interception, a nice sharp shot, slightly wide here, but the Holy Angels goalie has seen enough of this. She brings it in, number 30, Zebro, for her. She has 30 saves now, creates a face-off to her left here. 20 seconds remaining. Jag's going to look to get another shot here, I assume.
20 seconds left, plenty of time to score a goal.
Absolutely here. So, face-off is taken by Megan DeVos, but it's kicked back to the Stars defender, but DeVos, as well as Perry, first gives chase into the corner here. Marshall looking to get control of it and kick it right back out, which she can't quite get it past the blue line here, but there's Towie is going to look to do the same, but they're saved by the buzzer here. So, 30-9 shots, and most important, 3-1 in terms of scoring here. Just a terrific period by the Jaguars. Very enthused, energetic team, and as we saw from Sarah and Kara, that's translating to the varsity team as well.
Yeah, I missed most of the talk. The first period was Coach Johnson able to give you a history lesson on the Richfield Ice Arena here and years gone by.
Well, this is his home rink he shared with us, and he was talking about the 1986 run to state, and he was recalling, of course, that the state has always been played in St. Paul, at formerly the Civic Center, now the Excel or the Grand Casino Arena. But they used to have section games at Met Center, and they sold out Met Center for the section game where they beat Edina to go to the state tournament. So, not just the state tournament, but getting to the state tournament has always been big. So he shared with us that he was recalling these stories just last week at a breakfast and with some of his friends, and that's nearly 40 years ago now, and shows you what kind of friendships as we're seeing on this team as well are created. So
sure, great memories for him here.
Absolutely. Well, we hope to bring you some good memories here in the third period as well. We're going to take a quick break as the players take a break and as they resurface the ice. Coming up for the third period here, 3-1 lead for the Jaguars. You're listening and watching Jaguars Hockey. Angels brings it into the offensive zone. Able to split the D for a moment, but a nice work there by Marshall as well as by Linden. Here comes a shot, very well handled. Kind of a season shot, second one right there. Annika Bjorkman, terrific job fielding both of those shots right there. That brings their total up to 9 minimum. She's stopped all but one of them. The Angels has 1 goal, but the Jaguars 3 in a lightning quick 3-goal sequence here. But the Jags are going to be tested because they're going into a penalty kill situation. Jason Knudsen looks like the least highest is going to be headed to the box for a couple of minutes here.
Let's see what the call is here officially. Checking.
We got a cross-checking call and a little bit in the corner there, and a little bit too much for the referee's taste. And Jay, we were talking, and it's worth repeating here. They've been calling this really tight here, this game on both sides.
Yeah, and if you recall, if you watched Thursday night's game, I think it was the exact opposite.
Yes.
Kind of anything went quite a bit on that game, and you had the fans calling for penalties quite often. And
Not
I
just
haven't heard
penalties. They seemed reluctant to call icing.
Well,
Calls
they
there.
waved
That
off
game
some
as
of those
well.
too.
So,
Yep.
yeah, so,
Tighter game.
Much tighter here, absolutely here. So Holy Angels, nice sharp shot there, well handled by Annika Bjorkman. The puck is on the side of the net, and so the referee has to blow the whistle, reach down there and get it. It was kicked there by a nice save by Annika
Rachel
Bjorkman
said no
there.
sound on the broadcast.
I think we got someone's on mute. You're on mute. All right.
Apologies there, technical difficulties. There was audio not coming through there, so perhaps you've been watching the picture but not being able to hear the sound. John Rash joined by Jason Knudsen. 12:43 remaining here in the third period. Jaguars with a minute remaining and a penalty kill here. Able to get a nice clear there by Lainey Schramm. Brings it all the way down, handled by the goaltender, but good forechecking there by Perry, who's trying to keep it in the offensive zone. The Stars have to dump it down deep. Here Mendel intercepts the puck. They're killing off these seconds here, Jason. 48 seconds now remaining in the penalty kill. Jaguars get a nice clear all the way down to the end board, handled by the goaltender, who's played very well for the Stars. Zumbro, and she pushes it forward here. Stars looking to get more of an offensive opportunity with this power play here, but so far a couple of sharp shots, but not able to get anything by Annika Bjorkman, who has made 11 saves, just 1 goal allowed so far here. Puck goes behind the net, attempted a centering pass. Really nice play by Mendel after the initial save there by Annika Bjorkman. Mendel saved a goal there right by herself in terms of kicking away the rebound, because a Holy Angel Star was about ready to pounce on it here. And Jaguars go back to full strength here.
Great teamwork in front of the net for Jefferson there. They not only was Annika doing a great job of stopping those pucks when she was down, the defense stepped right up and cleared that puck out of the zone every time.
So we're back to 5-on-5 hockey, 11 minutes, 16 seconds remaining here in the third period here. Puck squirts out of the offensive zone, and it looks like the Holy Angels is looking to make a change, so only Jaguars in the defensive zone right now. Now the Stars giving chase here. Elise Tyus is able to kick it around. She is going to be looking for Towie on the opposite side here. Jags need to get a clear here, and it looks like Towie is able to do that. Brings it into the offensive zone here, and just by about a foot, it turns into icing, so we're going to have a face-off to Annika Bjorkman's left, and shots. Let's just reset the scene here because we had a little bit of audio difficulty again here. Shots are 30 for the Jaguars, 13 for Holy Angels. Score is 3-1 in favor of the Jags, and there's 10:45 remaining here in the third period in Richfield, Minnesota. So here we go. Jags looking to get a clear here. Holy Angels, nice sharp shot, but angle well played by Annika Bjorkman. Catches it kind of in her midsection. Stops the play there. She'll face a face-off as she just did to her left. Yet again another one, but a smart save and cover right there by Annika. Terry gets the puck. She brings it past the neutral zone into the offensive zone. She might get a shot straight on. Nice, hard shot, but just wide in the net there. So it didn't have to be fielded by the goalie. That secondary shot there by Lindman had to be fielded. She's able to glove it. She stops it. It's going to force a face-off, allow Holy Angels and the Jaguars to change several of their skaters out here. We'll have a forward line here of first Keith and Towie, Janzik de la Luz and Lindman on the blue line. Puck struck back to Lindman, who tries to put it on net, but it hits some traffic there, intercepted by Holy Angels, but again picked off there by the Jaguars. Neutral zone play right now, goes into the offensive zone. Taylor Keith gives chase, and it's picked up nicely by Towie, who tries to kick it back to her defenseman, but intercepted by a Holy Angel star. They look to bring it into the offensive zone. Looks like we're going to get an offside here, I believe, in terms of Holy Angels trying to bring it in. That was fortunate, Jason, for the Jags, because that was looked like a good opportunity developing there. Yeah.
Holy Angels there.
Yeah. Holy Angels.
When you get a little too excited, you got a big breakaway, and got to watch the offsides.
Feldman gets it here in the corner. She's able to bring it forward. Keith brings it behind the net. She's looking for Towie. Towie is able to clear it into the neutral zone here. Given chase by Holy Angels. Aggressive forechecking by the Jaguars. Keeps it from going into the defensive zone here, but here comes Holy Angels. They dump it deep as they look to get a change here. Marshall will get it off of the inboard here. She's looking either for Perry, who's closest to her, or Tyus, but it's intercepted by a Holy Angel star who brings it behind the net. She turns around and tries a direct shot, stopped by Annika Bjorklund here. Stars, though, looking for a good offensive opportunity, being very patient with the puck. They get a great opportunity there with the bouncing puck and an open player, but the open player unable to corral it. Now here comes the Jaguars on a breakout opportunity. Here comes Layla Perry with some speed. Allie Moore jumps over the bench. Perry brings it back, looking to get a backhand there, but she still controls the puck, gets it to Elise Tyus. Marshall will give chase. She pushes it past the streaking star there, but here come the Stars looking for numbers, but puck intercepted by Mandel. And here comes Perry looking for more. And puck in the neutral zone. Yeah.
Fighting for the puck at the blue line there. She comes out with control. Gets it passed out. Taken over by Allie Moore, who brings it down into the corner. Passes back for a shot on net. Goalie cannot get a cover on it. Puck stays loose. Back control at the blue line.
Boy, a bullet dodge right there, because it looked like the Holy Angel star was going to get a clear breakaway, but she couldn't get her stick on the puck there. But here comes another Holy Angel star looking for a break here. Annika Bjorklund sizing it up. Nice centering pass right there. Good save by Annika. Another nice save by Annika. Terrific job right there. And even though the Jaguars still leading shots here, and here comes Towie looking for another. Jason, it seems like there's some step in the skates of Holy Angels right now, and they've at least evened out the ice, if not slightly tilted it the last couple of minutes in their favor.
We talked about lighter benches and what that looks like in the third period, but both of these teams are still showing a lot of hustle.
They really are here, including Lainey Schramm, who gets it down in the corner. She's looking and helped out by her teammate, Layla Perry. Perry passes it up front, gets control of the puck, moves it forward to first.
Great job moving it forward.
Absolutely, but she's the trailer. She gets it back. Nice sharp shot on net, but stopped by Zumbo, the goalie here. Her 33rd shot that she has faced so far. She's stopped 30 of them, as the Jaguars have 3 goals. The Holy Angels 1 shot here. 6:45 remaining here in the third. We have Lindman bringing it down and keeping it in the offensive zone. Boy, nice sharp shot by Taylor Keith, who hits the pipe right there. So kind of surprised the goaltender a little bit, and yet didn't go in. Puck kept in the offensive zone here. Now it finally goes to neutral, but here's a hustling Lindman trying to get to it, as well as Perry. It eludes them both, but will go behind the net, eventually get to Allie Moore. She's able to look like she got a clear, but able to keep it in. So we have 3 Stars giving chase here. A little bit of a change here. Jaguars looking to not get caught in that change.
Janzik de la Luz gets the puck. Still hits the defense right there. Holy Angels able to control for kind of an extended period here. They're looking to get a tip here, but here comes Moore looking to break out. She'll look to her right for Towie, but Moore puts on the Jets here. Gets a shot off, but it hits a stick of a defender, and it rebound scores.
Ashley Towie put that in on the backside. Stayed open, waited patiently for the rebound, and got that one in.
Just a terrific exchange there. And boy, speed had a whole lot to do with that. Great job by Towie, and that initial shot creating a rebound opportunity right there. Jaguars go up 4-1, 5:40 remaining here in the third, and we'll wait for the official scoring that they'll announce here in just a moment. But I would think that Moore would have an assist on that one because that was a rebound on her shot. But Towie with the goal, it appears. Puck goes down into the offensive zone again. Jaguars not letting up here, giving chase once again. And here's Towie with a nice sharp shot. Almost went short side and scored. Very, very close. Yeah, absolutely. And, of course, that's how the Jaguars scored before, Jay, was, kind of this succession of good shots. Yeah, absolutely here. So Jaguars still have it in the offensive zone here, looking to control it. It's back to Feldman on the blue line. First giving chase here. So Towie gets the goal, and Allie Moore indeed does get the assist. Here's a hustling Marshall cutting off the opportunity for the Holy Angels star forward. A direct shot, very little that Annika Bjorklund could do with that. A rebound kicked in back of the net, in front of the net, kind of eluded everyone right there. So Holy Angels gets their second goal. It's now a 4-2 game. And boy, Jay, that just shows the importance of that goal that the Jaguars got a few minutes ago by Towie with the assist by Moore, because
installation built in there.
Absolutely. So we got a 2-goal lead, and which by tradition and perhaps by cliche, but perhaps tradition and truth, is the most dangerous lead in hockey. Jags will try to show it's not so. They have a streaking Lady Schramm.
Yep, can happen.
And Holy Angels have been putting on more offensive pressure. They're up to 19 shots, 35 shots for the Jaguars here. Here comes Moore, who assisted on the previous goal. She's got it on the end board, brings it back to the blue line to Lainey Schramm. Lainey pushes it back to her. You also have, let's see, back to Lainey Schramm here in the corner here. This is a nice sharp shot by Schramm, but handled deftly by the Holy Angels goaltender here. When I paused there for a minute, I think I've mentioned there's a corner here where we can't really see what's happening here. Now we have a clear view here, a clear view of some hustling Jaguars, including Layla Perry, who kicks it into the away from the Stars forward into the neutral zone, but now back into the defensive zone. Lainey Schramm will get in back of the net here, and there are two Holy Angels Stars there looking for a wraparound opportunity here. Here's Mendel, who's able to pick up the puck here. She gets it to Perry, who gets it out of the offensive zone, or the defensive zone, into neutral ice. Here is a nice sharp shot and a goal for the Jaguars. Megan DeVos, number 12. That'll make it 5-2, Jason, and I would imagine that that's the gap with 3:28 remaining that is going to bring home a JV Jefferson victory here today. 5-2 with 3:28 remaining. Really, really nice shot by DeVos right there on the 36th shot of the game so far for the Jags. We'll look to hear who gets the assist, but a nice clear helped set that up. Jags will try to bring it home here. Face-off taken and won by Taylor Keith, but then eventually picked off by Holy Angels right here. Janzik de la Luz gets the puck behind the net.
3:20 left to go in the game, and the clock's in the favor of Jefferson at this point.
Indeed. So puck brought all the way down. Jags trying to avoid an icing here. They will, partly through the hustle of Taylor Keith here. So DeVos gets the goal. Allie Moore gets the assist that she got on the previous goal as well. So just a terrific job by that line today and by the whole team today to get these 5 goals in here. 5-2 is the score. We're under 3 minutes now with 2:50. And Taylor Keith tries to move it forward to her mates here. First, giving chase. But Holy Angels able to get a shot, handled well by Annika Bjorklund, but here comes another one, a sharper one, that goes wide of the net, however. You're going to have Lindman try to clear it out here. She's able to hit Towie, and they're able to get it in the neutral zone. And the Jags content here just to make sure that they don't give up too many offensive opportunities. Time is on their side as it ticks away to 2:20. Lila Perry gets it, moves it to center ice, and here comes a hustling Allie Moore trying to catch up with it, avoids icing, and also has Elise Tyus in front of the net here. But the puck kicks off. Lindman's stick goes into the neutral zone. She brings it back, but they have to tag up here. The Holy Angels team does. Now it gets Sally Moore, and it looks like we might have an icing call here. No, they waved it off. So minute 51 remaining. Jags giving chase. We have puck in the offensive zone, but Holy Angels able to control it right now. They bring it into the neutral zone. They're looking desperately to get back on the scoreboard and get back into this game here, but Jaguars just hustling and keeping the puck away from them, including some terrific play right there by Allie Moore in terms of catching up with the puck at the end board. It goes into the neutral zone, though, now as it kicks out. Here comes a potential opportunity for the Stars. Marshall, however, gets her body in front of that puck. Terrific job by her as a defender. Keeps it from being a shot. And here's Marshall really hustling and showing some speed as well as that great defensive play. She kicks it back to Feldman right there, whose shot is blocked by some traffic in front. Feldman goes down. But we're down to 1 minute here. And there's a nice sharp shot by the previous goal scorer, Megan DeVos, but that goes a little wide of the net here. Down to 50 seconds here remaining in the third period. Nice interception by Feldman, keeping the Stars from getting a 2-on-1 opportunity here. Puck, a little bit of a scrum on the sideboard, or the sidewall here, but now here comes the Stars with it, and they're looking to get a shot off. Handled well with a pad save by Annika Bjorklund, who has 19 saves today on 21 shots. 25 seconds remaining here. Another sharp shot, handled well by Annika. That's going to create a face-off with 22.3. Jaguars looking good at this point, Jason.
John, as the clock winds down here in the final 22 seconds, Jefferson up 5-2. I just want to point out this is kind of a special time of year, the holiday season. In fact, the alumni all the time, and during the intermission, I had a chance to talk to Kendall Elmquist, one of our graduating seniors from last year. And she's in the stands tonight, and she mentioned the Capster. Alex and Avery Capster will be here a little bit later, and it's always fun to see those players return. So
fantastic. Welcome back to them, and certainly Merry Christmas to them and all of their families, and Happy Holidays to everyone in the Jaguar family here. And a couple of returning captains there that you mentioned. A very excited Jaguar team comes out, gives a big hug and a big congrats to Annika Bjorklund, as they should. She had a terrific game right there. Jaguars win this one 5-2, and you know it's not in many years that Jaguars are triumphant over a Holy Angels squad. We haven't beaten them in varsity for several years. We'll try that out here at 3 o'clock on a game that we're going to bring to you as well. But congratulations to the JV team. A really nice way to end this period of their schedule, and they'll pick it up again at the holiday tournament that'll start after the Christmas holiday.
Absolutely. It'll be good little break coming up here for them, and coming into the weekend. They're out of school now for the next 2 weeks, but we'll be back.
Well, we're going to take a little bit of a break here, but we'll be right back here at 3 o'clock to bring you the varsity game here, which ought to be really exciting. We encourage you to either come out to the rink or to join us live at that point here. All the players gathering at center ice, as they often do. Players from Holy Angels saluting their fans as well. A well-played game, a closely called game here. As we mentioned, we'll see how that plays out in varsity here. But how this played out on the ice was a terrific performance and an energetic one by the Jefferson Jaguar JV team here, who congratulate each other and give some hugs here to each other. Jaguars victorious in this one, 5-2. Join us at 3 o'clock for the varsity game. For Jason Knutson, I'm John Rash. You've been watching Jaguar Hockey.